the first time I heard the word FHE was around 2019. I was pursuing my PhD at that time, and the circumstances where my professor was drawing something on the board, and I think he was trying to work with a new student, trying to talk about entities in particular, and all I could get out of that is it's something that looks like an FFT. But the math started looking too gory, and I was kind of deeply invested in my own thesis anyway at that time. So kind of shoved that aside and didn't look at it in depth. That was my first encounter with FH. I would say CKKS, and the honest answer as to why is because that is the only scheme that I can claim that I have somewhat a working level of understanding. This is my personal opinion as a researcher, but I think it is the next big thing after AI, or maybe in parallel with AI. And I think we're in 2024, we're at a stage where AI was about a decade ago. You have a lot of publications out, both on the crypto side and hardware side. And hardware is what I work on. So I do see a lot of innovations coming up in this space for FHE. Again, I'll explain this personally because I come from a hardware background. I'm a computer architect by training. So for me, the biggest challenge was understanding the math. I did not do cryptography in my graduate school, so I had to learn all of that from scratch. And so it took me a good solid year to learn even just enough to understand CKK's basics. FHE brings with it a big promise of data privacy and privacy preserving computation. And the obvious application, which again, I'm going to talk about today, is AI, privacy preserving AI. That is pretty promising, and it is alluring to several companies, especially to systems companies that do deal with data centers and cloud and all of that. So I do see a big future coming up. I'll answer from a perspective of CKKs, and maybe it extends to BGV, BFP. That is the bootstrapping. It is a very painful process. And once I understood what it does, seems to do something that on paper is seemingly simple, but you have to do it in a way that is really messy and inefficient in terms of the operations. So looking forward to the crypto guys giving us a much improved solution in the future. At least for those starting out with little to no background in cryptography, or in particular any experience with LWE, I would say invest a solid few months to maybe a year or even more into understanding the fundamentals, even if the math scares you away. There are several resources out there and more starting to emerge. So in terms of videos and talks and blog posts that help you understand beyond the gory details that are there in the classic papers on FHE. So don't get demotivated by those, but do have some patience and spend some time on this. It's going to be worth it.